No, I don't think there's any threat at all. I think today there was it's one of those stages whereas or should be a breakaway or it'll be a reduced bunch sprint. It looks like it's going to be a reduced bunch sprint, and as we see Gaviria, one of the only really fast man left in the peloton, apart from both of the Heathens. But
the two Heathens.
the two Heathens, we haven't seen them being dropped. I think Ethan Hayter's in his front. We have no news on Ethan Vernon, but we hadn't had a close up on him yet. But we assume he's still in that group. But no, today is on Romandie. We're quite used to seeing a bit of a battle on the last day, or with a time trial, or with a hillier day. This year they decided to kind of change a bit their scenario and have a more of a rolling day into the finish into Geneva. But look, it's not an easy day. There's a lot of riders being dropped. The pace is on, so it's a different day than what we usually have in Romandie. But it's definitely not an easy day.
No, it certainly isn't. 2,500 metres of elevation. Just ask Luca Mazzato, and as you said, Fernando Gaviria. But given the fact he's got a couple of riders around him, we've only got a kilometre to the top of the climb. Unless they really drive it hard over the top, unless the Ineos Grenadiers, for example, assess the situation and think it's worth pressing on over the top, we might actually see that. But of course, we do have another climb as well. So even if these sprinters or the faster riders get back on over the top of this climb, it's a very long descent, the best part of 25 kilometres. There's another climb with 50 k's to go. But again, long enough, I think, for some of the sprinters to get back on, just depending on which teams decide to take. So a sigh of relief as he crested the first climb yesterday in first place, and then made sure by winning pretty much every other climb, save for the finishing one. So a good week for Bernard. It's his fellow Frenchman, Paul Lapira, who's going to take maximum points this time. Another few seconds shaved off their lead as well, 1:19. As UAE team members continue to set that tempo at the front. But a deep breath now, and a long descent down the other side.
Five or six, and then make your way back on the descent, where you would often see now, even when you have a natural break, that the cars will be stopped and create a barrage.
Yeah, I mean, many people, as Ethan Hayter looking pretty comfortable actually. The other fast men already with a stage win. Ethan Vernon just off the back. They are pulling the cars through quite quickly, so no barrage just yet.
No, there is. There's only two cars, the neutral car and the commissaire car. So there is a barrage. So there was only two cars.
Yeah, that's it. They've pulled out all the other the convoy.
Yeah, they would always have the commissaire car.